special you're all here to join us. Phew.
Like the two-handed thrust.
Hi everyone! Welcome to our May the 4th program. We're so glad that you're here. Please introduce yourself and let us know where you're watching from. As you can see, we're having a lightsaber fight. Oh look, we have more friends coming in. Please introduce yourselves. Pew, pew, pew. All right, we're gonna get started. So hi everyone. My name is Miss Maribeth and I'm the Youth Services Librarian here at the Ponte Vedra Beach Library.
Hi, I'm Kimberly. Nice to see you guys.
This is Miss Kimberly's first live program with us.
Live in action.
So we're so glad that she's here. Happy May the 4th, everyone. We're so glad that you could join us today. We have really cool shirts on today. We have our Star Wars garb on. Do you have your Star Wars outfit on today? I'd love to know what you have on your shirt. Or maybe you have on cool Star Wars pajamas, something neat. Let us know in the comments. So the first thing we're gonna do is, as you can see, Miss Kimberly and I were having a lightsaber battle. So we were training for Jedi Academy. So Miss Kimberly is gonna talk to you about some of the activities that you can do at home to train to be a Jedi. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off our bubbles.
Yes, I've got bubbles popping in my ears like I'm taking a bath. Hang on, let's clear the air. So on our Jedi Academy, you too can do this at home. We thought we needed to train. So Jedis must use the Force and learn how to balance while they're fighting and defending it. So you can stand on something, and it could be, we have little pavers from outside in my backyard, but it could be anything. You could even stand on a pillow, which would be kind of fun. And try and stand on there and balance and fight whatever's coming at you. Oh, I think I might have a starship coming. Ready? Woo! And if you fall off, no! I landed in lava. How about a different one? Ready? Another one. Try it again. Woo! Woo!
Well, she almost had that one.
I have to use the Force to learn how to balance better. Here we go. I don't want to ruin my paper airplane.
So she's gonna teach you, after you do your balancing activity, you can work on your accuracy with your fighter pilots. So this is really cool.
In the Jedi Academy, we have to learn a lot of things. We have to learn how to fight with our lightsabers. We learn how to balance. We also have to go to flight school. So, I made some paper airplanes, and I know you guys have probably made tons of them before at home. So different shapes, I did 2. To see which would fly better, I just took paper out of the recycling bin, you can see. I made paper airplanes. And over here is my Death Star. I'm gonna try and see if my flight training is good enough to get the ship into the hole and blow up the Death Star.
Oh, goodness.
Ready? Here we go.
Dun, 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 dun.
Uh-oh. I better get some more training. Ready? Woo! That was
Oh,
close.
she almost had that one.
This is another shape I made too. This is a snub nose one. I don't know how good this one flies. Let's try another.
Oh, that one flew really good.
But you go to flight school so you can get better. So keep practicing. Make different airplanes, different shapes, and try and get it in at your target.
So you can make a Death Star. Miss Kimberly just made it with a big blue piece of paper, and then she painted a big black circle on it, and then she painted the different grid lines with, I think, light blue, right?
I did, yeah.
So it's the same color as the paper, and then she cut out a circle to try to shoot her planes through. So you could make one at home and hang it up.
I'll give you another hint. If you make your circle bigger than I did, it'll be easier to get your fighter pilots through the circle. My circle's awfully small.
Yeah, so if you make it bigger, you might have better luck. But
Oh my goodness.
still pretty cool, right? So we've got some other activities planned for you, so I'm going to turn this around so you can see. And we've got our table set up back here. See our little friends? We have all of our friends from the new Star Wars trilogy back here with us. All right. So, the first thing we thought we would talk about today are some of the really cool books. Some of the really cool books that the library has that you can check out. And the coolest thing is did you know that starting last week, we started a curbside pickup service. So you can now request books online on our website and then pick them up Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 10 to 3. So you can go online with your library card number and your PIN number, which is the last 4 digits of your phone number, and you can put some of these on hold and celebrate May the 4th at home. How cool is that? So I thought I would show you that we have books for all different age levels here at the library, which is really neat. So we have got craft books, and you can make all different Star Wars crafts. We have easy picture books, all different levels. So this is level 1, level 2. So these are for like our beginning readers that are just learning. You can check those out. We have novels for our older kids. We also have graphic novels, and we know a lot of you love graphic novels. So we even have Star Wars graphic novels. How cool is that? We've got character encyclopedias. So if you like to read about who's who in the Star Wars books, it has all the characters in here, and you can read about them. Brush up on your facts. This one almost looks like a Guinness Book of World Records book, doesn't it? So it's absolutely everything you need to know about Star Wars. Isn't that neat?
If you like facts, that would be the book for you. If you're a child who loves to learn about why or what, that's the book for you.
Definitely. And we've also got different series that you can check out. So we've got The Strange Case of Origami Yoda. So this is the Origami Yoda series, and we have all of them. We've also got, to go along with our Jedi Academy activities, there's a book series called Jedi Academy. Did you know that? And we have all of these too, and you can put these on hold. Oh my goodness, and we also have movies. Did you know that? We have DVDs and Blu-rays that are Star Wars. And then we have some of my favorites, which include
some pictures
our picture books. So, we have The Galaxy Needs You, which this is one of my favorites. It's written by Caitlin Kennedy. And it says, have you ever stopped to think about how there is nobody else in the galaxy who is exactly like you? Did you know that? Nobody else has your hair or your eyes or your smile. And nobody else is smart in the way that you're smart. So this book is really cool because it talks about how we're all different, and therefore the world needs all of us because we all bring something different to the table. How cool is that? And then we also have Are You Scared, Darth Vader? And this one is fun to read in a very silly voice.
Miss
And it's
Maribeth
also
has
fun.
a good Darth Vader voice. Listen to her. She's going to do it for you. She's been practicing. Ready?
So it has 2 voices in the book. So Miss Kimberly's going to help me. So this one would be a fun one to read with a sibling or a friend. And it's, I do not get scared. No one has the power to frighten Darth Vader. But what about now? Rah! So see, this one is a lot of fun. And Miss Kimberly has her Darth Vader mask over there.
Oh, that's right.
Look at that. What is that? Is that a Wookiee?
It's a wolfman. Are you scared now, Darth Vader?
I am not afraid of a wolf, and I am not afraid of a man. So now I'm not afraid of a wolf man. You can make funny Darth Vader noises.
It could bite you.
It could not. I'm wearing armor. So this one's really cool and really silly, and this one's a series. So this one's a lot of fun.
Okay.
All right. So now that we've talked a little bit about the books, Miss Kimberly and I wanted to show you some craft ideas that you could make at home with stuff you might already have. So there's some really cool Star Wars crafts that you can do. So we're actually going to demo one for you and show you how to make your very own lightsaber.
Well, at the beginning, we were fighting each other for pretend, and we were battling the bubbles. And we used our pool noodle lightsabers. And these are at the dollar store for $1, and this one we cut in half. So $1 dollar store pool lightsaber, you get 2 for the price of 1. So all we did is cut it in half, use like a serrated bread knife, and it cuts it perfectly clean.
Like butter.
Duct tape. Everybody has some duct tape. It fixes everything. So you take your duct tape. If I can find the beginning. Hang on. I get it. There
It's
it
right
is.
there.
So you're going to take your duct tape and stretch out a good piece. It makes it easier if you start with a long piece. And you're just going to line it up, wrap it around. We're making the handle of our lightsaber right
So
now.
right now we're doing the silver piece, see, on the lightsaber.
So you just are going to wrap it around.
Now she's wrapping it around the base.
And you can make this part as long as you want to make it. There's no rule. Most people put it about a third of the way up.
So that you have a good handle to hold on to.
So that's about a third. And then you can just take your scissors,
Cut it
cut it.
up, tighten it on there and smush it all down. And you've got your handle of your lightsaber.
Oh, wait a minute, but we need buttons because you have to be able to turn on your lightsaber. Let me turn one on.
I'm a Jedi, like my father before me.
So we have to be able to turn it on. It makes cool noises.
Okay, so for
Elder is good at you.
so this is electrical tape. You could use any kind of tape, really. This is just what we had. So we're going to put 3 stripes right along the top. There's 1.
And I have a feeling that you have electrical tape probably in your garage. Maybe go root in the toolbox. I bet there's some in there.
But you know, you could also use that blue, if you have the blue painter's tape and you wanted to do that, that would work too. There's no rules for what kind of tape you have to use. It's just fun to make it.
You might even have washi tape in the craft bin. That would work too.
Masking tape too.
Oh yeah, that's
And
a
you
good
could
one.
even color your masking tape if you wanted to be a different color.
All right, and then as you'll see, we have 2 large buttons on there. So we're gonna make 2 buttons.
1, 2,
There we go.
voila.
And you have a lightsaber. How cool is that? So you can make this right at home, literally with a pool noodle, duct tape, and then some type of other tape. We used electric. So very easy, and then you have your own funnel. And the cool thing about this is if you have a lightsaber battle with a friend, they're really soft, so nobody gets hurt, which is really important.
And if you don't have a pool noodle, you could also make a lightsaber out of your paper towel roll. Same idea, it would just be a little shorter, and that you could color and decorate and paint. So you don't have to have a noodle, but this one is fun. As Maribeth said, nobody gets hurt. You can even take it in, if you have a pool, you could take it in the pool with you.
How cool is that? You could have a lightsaber battle in the pool.
Oh, we got another mask. I just gotta pull that one out.
There's her Yoda mask.
It's my Yoda.
And she's got another kind of lightsaber that you can make too. It's really much smaller, but it's really cool. You can make it at home. You might want to take
Okay.
it up and show them close.
I will. We're a library, so we love books. So these could be a little bookmark that you make. So what they are is just popsicle sticks. And we're eating a lot of popsicles right now at home. I know we are. You can take your popsicle stick and you can color it any color you want. You could do blue or red or green, whatever lightsaber color you want.
Did you use a marker, Miss Kimberly?
I did use a marker, and if you didn't have a marker, you could paint these too. It would just take a little longer to dry. Mine was a marker. And then I put black marker on the edge. This is my handle. And then I just made the little buttons. And then best of all,
You have a bookmark.
I have a bookmark. So when I'm done reading, are you scared, Darth Vader? Or I didn't get to finish it, I can put my lightsaber bookmark in there.
Cool.
We're good to go.
And you know what? All Jedis like to read, so they definitely need a lightsaber bookmark.
Ooh,
And then the other craft that you can make is an Ewok. So we did these at Comic-Con one year at the Bartram Trail Library, and I still keep him on my desk because I think he's super cute. So all he is he's a toilet paper roll or a paper towel roll cut in half, and then felt. So you take one strip of felt, and if you don't have brown felt, you could do gray or orange or blue, anything that's like earth tony. And so we wrapped him in brown felt, and then we gave him like a smock. So as you can see, it's just a strip of felt over the top. We gave him 2 little ears out of the same color felt as his body. And then we cut out a little piece for his eyes, and he has little eyeballs, and then a pipe cleaner for his staff. And if you don't have felt at home, you could always just do this with paper and just cut out the different strips and then just glue them on, and you have an Ewok. And what I'll do at the end of this is I'll take a picture of the crafts that we made today and put them in the comments of the program. So if you want to make one, you can see it, so you can make one too.
You know, you could even use a brown paper lunch sack to make the brown.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
the lunch sack you take to school, you could cut that up and make your Ewok out of that. That would be fun too.
That's a really good idea, Miss Kimberly. So the last thing we wanted to do with you guys today, I'm going to pull this camera really close so that you can see. We're going to do a science experiment today. And we actually found it in a library book. And it's called Star Wars Maker Lab. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to make this so you can see. There we go. Miss Kimberly and I just won't have heads for a little bit, but at least you'll be able to see the experiment.
Well, I wish you had smell-o-vision because this smells really, really good in here. Not. We have hard-boiled eggs, which kind of can have an odor. And then we also used white vinegar, so it smells really, really good in here.
And we took this science experiment right out of this Star Wars Maker Lab here. And you can get this on hold, and you put it on hold at the library, and then you can make some cool science experiments too. So pretty neat. So, would you like to tell them the first step, Miss Kimberly?
Well, let's show you what we're going to make. We are going to make
Can you see?
planets.
We're going to make planets. So if I zoom this in really close,
Isn't that cool? The
you can see
colors?
the planet, the swirl.
Uh-huh.
How neat is that? And ours has been drying for probably a couple of hours now. So you're gonna have to give them time to dry because you are gonna use liquid to make them.
We use food coloring, and if anybody's worked with food coloring, you're going to color your fingers if you're not careful. If you have gloves, you could wear gloves. If not, you just have to be careful about how you touch it. But the first thing you do is Miss Maribeth at home last night, she hard-boiled some eggs.
So we have hard-boiled eggs.
Then you put the whole hard-boiled egg after it's cool and ready to go
With the shell on.
with the shell on in a bowl. And in our bowl we have white vinegar. And we let it soak in the bowl about 5 minutes. And this is what's going to let the food coloring do its neat trick. So after 5 minutes we took it out of the vinegar, a little bit smelly. And then we took our egg.
Should I show them?
Yes.
We peeled it.
We peeled them.
And if you look really closely, there's like a film on the egg. I don't know if you can see it, but we took the shell off. But there's this really delicate film. It's almost like an egg sac type of thing on the exterior of the egg. And you're gonna wanna leave that on because that's what's gonna hold our dye in to give us this really cool swirly feature. So you're gonna have to, that's the part that takes the longest, is peeling those eggs. And you might wanna get mom or dad or your babysitter or grandma, whoever's helping you with this, maybe they should do that part because it is kind of tricky, isn't it,
You
Miss
have to
Kimberly?
be patient because normally we want to get that film off of the egg and we rip it off really quick and it comes off in a big piece, but we want that film to stay. So you kind of have to very gently, slowly, very patiently pick off the outside of the shell and try and leave as much of that film on there as you can. Sometimes it ripped. Ours wasn't perfect, but it still worked. So step 1, that was step 2. Step 3, this is the fun part.
So you're gonna take whipped cream. So this is just canned whipped cream. And we're gonna spray it into our dish here. Like this. And if you wanna do different colors, we recommend that you do pockets of whipped cream. Like this. So you see our pockets? So this is gonna do 3 eggs. 1, 2, 3. And it's just a squirt of whipped cream. You don't need a ton.
Well, you might need a little more than that because...
You think? Miss Kimberly's eating our science experiment.
Yum. Okay, so then you're gonna take, after you spray the whipped cream out, you're gonna take the back of a spoon and just kind of smear it out of it because we're trying to make a surface that we can roll our eggs into. So after that, just kind of flatten it out a little bit. Not too much, but just enough to make it flat. So we can do 3 different experiments right here. So then we're gonna pick what color planets you want. There's really not a right or wrong answer for that. It's what you like.
Or what you already have in your cupboard. So we've got red and blue and green and yellow. There, my Ewok is standing guard. Okay. So you can pick any colors, and you might want to remember too with these that certain colors make certain things. So like, for instance, if you take red and yellow, did you know that these 2 colors together make a color? Does anyone know if you take red and yellow, what color you get? So this in itself is science. So if you take red and yellow, they're gonna make orange. So you're gonna wanna think about that when you're swirling, because like Miss Kimberly, I know you used blue with this.
I did blue and red because I wanted to make
Purple. And if you look,
and it sort of is.
if you look right in here, there's some purple swirls. She's got some deep plum swirls. So you're gonna wanna keep that in mind when you're swirling your colors.
So let's start. I'm going to start with green. So we're going to take the food coloring, and this is the part you have to be careful about touching because it will make a mess. And you kind of just splurt it all in there.
You see the green, how she took, I'll show you a close up here. She took her green and she made little splotches into her whipped cream.
But wait, I'm not done. I'm gonna add some blue. I think
goodness.
blue and green together could be really cool, so I'm gonna add some more splotches.
And the book even gives you some ideas on what colors to use to make certain planets from Star Wars. So you could like make Naboo if you wanted to, which is really cool.
Okay, so now we have to kind of combine them a little bit. So we use toothpicks. If you don't have a toothpick, you could use a fork. You could use a popsicle stick. You could use a Q-tip. Toothpick is just easy.
And you just go back and forth.
Smush it all together to kind of make a
Marbling
tie-dye
effect.
marble. There we go. Okay, so that's our first color palette for our egg. Do you want to roll that egg?
Oh, do we
This
want to?
is what I did to keep my fingers not too messy. I had these extra toothpicks, and I stuck them in my egg, one on each side, kind of like corn on the cob.
There you go.
Here you go, Miss Maribeth.
You want me to do it? All right.
Roll it in
I'm
there.
gonna roll it in there. So you're just gonna roll from one side.
Oh, this is so cool.
To the other.
Just wait to see what you get. It's coming.
It's not really rolling for me here.
No.
That's okay. I'm gonna get a little messy, but that's all right.
Oh, this is really neat.
So as you can see, I have a green and blue swirled planet. How cool is that?
Now, here's my little tip. I don't think you should eat it. No. Because all that food coloring, number one, you would have a great big mouth and fingers colored in all these colors, and it won't come out right away. It'll eventually come out, but not right away. So don't eat it. Plus, I'm not really sure how those eggs are going to taste after they've been stuck in vinegar. Maybe you're going to try it. I wouldn't recommend it, but that's up to you.
All right, I'm gonna do one more for Miss Kimberly here.
She picked orange and red colors.
All right, so here we go.
And you can add more, so if it doesn't look
Like it's
colorful
quiet
enough,
let's drop
just put
another
a
couple
few more
drops
drops
in
in
there.
there.
Let's see what happens. There we go. We're gonna just make sure our whipped cream is covered in color so Miss Kimberly can roll it up the middle.
Look at
All
that.
right, Miss Kimberly.
That looks really, really cool. I'm very excited.
We're gonna
So
stick our toothpick in.
Stick our toothpicks in. And remember I said at the beginning, if you had gloves, this is why it really is a great thing, because then you can
Because as
not
you can
worry
see,
about
my
it.
fingers are turning colors.
So I'm going to roll.
Oh, wow! That looks like a Jupiter or something. That one's really
And
cool.
I can do the other end here. Boop, boop, boop. Look at that, guys.
Can you guys see that?
Let's
It looks
bring
like
it around.
Jupiter. Or Saturn, maybe, without the rings.
Look at.
So pretty cool. So you could go home and make planets too. And if you decide to make planets, we would love to see what you have created. So again, we took this craft out of the Star Wars Makers Lab, which is available for you to check out at the library.
It says on the back, unleash your inner scientist, engineer, and artist with super cool Star Wars projects. So there's tons and tons of things that you could do. That was just one that we picked. And the good thing is at the end, we're left over with whipped cream.
Miss Kimberly's gonna have some ice cream, I think. So we're so glad that you guys could join us today. We're on this very special day, which is May the 4th be with you. So we hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and we will see you soon.
Like my father before me.
Bye, everyone.